Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Temperatures are ticking up this Thursday as we take a live look at Southfield. I-696 down below. Temperatures are getting warmer, and it's not going to last long, so we need to enjoy it while it's here. Thanks for joining us this noon. We do begin with forewarned meteorologist Ashley Verisey with a look at how warm it's going to get today.
So we will be well above average today. In fact, where we sit right now would normally be the average high for this time of year. And we still have several hours heading into the afternoon where the temperatures will rise. But those temperatures have been hindered just a little bit from the cloud cover and where the warm front kind of stalled out down to our south. And we have a quick hitting passing shower crossing 23 right now, but that line has been weakening as it's been pushing eastward. So you might get a little splash of rain, but nothing to write home about like the system off to our west. That cold front will end up bringing widespread soaking rain as we head into parts of your weekend. So really the headline at this noon hour, warmer temperatures across southeastern Michigan. Anywhere from 3 to 14 degrees warmer. 14 degrees warmer is where we are at in Port Huron from just 24 hours ago. But you can see the much warmer conditions just south of the state line. Columbus, Ohio, 78 degrees right now. They are 22 degrees warmer than where we sit in Detroit. That's because that warm front hasn't completely lifted across lower Michigan. So the clouds have been winning out so far today. We sit in the 50s across all 4 zones in our southeastern region. So for today, maybe a quick passing shower. Otherwise, a few breaking clouds later, and 72 will be the afternoon high. We have bumped down those forecasted highs for today. But because we have some rain kind of pushing in and out really over the next couple days, make sure you are tracking it on radar. If you have activities out and about, you can pinpoint it in your neighborhood. I'm also going to walk you through the hour by hour of when the rain showers move through for your weekend in just a few minutes.
We'll see you here in a few, Ashley. Thank you. After recent shootings in Greektown, Detroit Police Chief James White and other community leaders are looking for a way to control crime, ease it, slow it down as the summer months get closer. And our Sean Lay joins us now live in downtown Detroit ahead of another update we're expecting from the city.
We have a good idea of what they're going to announce at 1:30 today. Chief White will be talking, but here's why we're here. Athens Liquor here Saturday night. Daryl Strawder, that's his name. He was shot and killed here, simply working security here, getting into someone was arguing with him, pulled a gun and shot him to death. 2 people have been arrested. But follow me this way towards the intersection, because we are learning that things may dramatically look a lot different here in Greektown when you're trying to get in or out. We're talking about metal detectors and everyone getting screened. New this noon, Detroit and Detroit police making big changes on how people are going to visit Greektown and other popular locations like the Riverwalk. Both locations seeing a shocking number of deadly shootings this past weekend. A Detroit City Council member talked about making Greektown a gun-free zone, but keeping legal licensed gun owners out is against state law. Mayor Duggan says the issue is illegal guns. Look for aggressive crowd control and be prepared to be screened by metal detectors when you come to Greektown.
Detroiters know for the last year since we acquired the Evolved metal detectors, we create illegal weapons-free zones all the time. We do them at high school football and basketball games. We do them at block parties where the Detroit police come out, set up the Evolved metal detectors, and everybody who comes through is screened.
In 90 minutes, Chief James White will outline plans for crime prevention downtown and in Greektown this summer. The mayor making the point illegal weapons and the people that carry them are the targets.
There's nothing that says we have to let illegal weapons into any particular area. And so I think you will see the city come out with plans for screening to keep illegal weapons out. And when we do have a plan, it will be fully compliant with state law.
Let's talk more about those high-tech metal detectors the city and Detroit police were able to get last summer. They were put to use, and police were very pleased on big events like fireworks, putting people through. Anyone with a legal gun is allowed, but if illegal guns are found, they are confiscated, an investigation, possibly arrest. Now, Rhonda, Chief White speaking at 1:30 today. We'll be there with our camera. Stream it live on clickondetroit.com. We'll find out more details about what the safety plan is for this area and others moving forward.
Well, that technology would certainly deter a lot of people from bringing guns into the city, which is certainly the goal here. Sean, thank you. Yeah. It is a sad day for SpaceX. Its most powerful rocket ever built explodes after launching. A test flight of its Starship spacecraft took off around 9:30 this morning. The spacecraft failed to reach orbit. Elon Musk tamped down expectations, saying that it was just a test flight and that the rocket would need to reach speeds to leave orbit. And there you see what happened. Thankfully, this was a test flight, so there were no people on board. In a Local 4 update, today's hearing over Highland Park's unpaid water bill has been adjourned until May. The Great Lakes Water Authority believes that the city owes $24 million in water bills. That's $19 million in the bill itself, and then $5 million more in interest. The GLWA is asking the court to make Highland Park pay that amount. Earlier this week, the city asked Governor Whitmer for an expedited bankruptcy protection because they don't have the money to pay the bill. The governor has yet to make a decision on that request. The fight over the nation's debt limit is once again heating up in Washington. The standoff comes as the summer deadline to raise the debt ceiling or default on the nation's loans is fast approaching, and it's not settled. Analysts say that it could have a dramatic impact on the economy. Let's get to Drew Petromol. He joins us now with more in Washington.
The White House is out with a new statement today blasting Republicans over this issue. The House Speaker is accusing the president of political games. So far, Democrats and Republicans are not seeing eye to eye on this issue. In fact, one of the main sticking points is whether they should even be negotiating. With the deadline fast approaching, President Biden is taking aim at Republicans.
No one should do anything to jeopardize the full faith and credit of the United States of America. Instead, I'm making threats of default if I don't go along with what they want.
President Biden is standing firm in his pledge not to negotiate over the debt limit. He argues it's a routine procedure to pay the nation's bills. He even quoted former President Trump to make his point.
He said, quote, "I can't imagine anybody ever even thinking about using the debt ceiling as a negotiating wedge." I guess he didn't know the new MAGA Republicans he bred.
But Republicans like House Speaker Kevin McCarthy want to use the debt limit vote to force spending cuts.
If you gave your child a credit card and they kept maxing it out to the limit, you wouldn't blindly just raise the limit. You'd change their behavior.
McCarthy outlining a new Republican proposal to raise the debt limit if Democrats agree to cut spending, including canceling the president's plan to forgive student loan debt, limiting spending increases, taking back unspent COVID funds, and rescinding funding for new IRS agents.
President Biden has a choice. Come to the table and stop playing partisan political games. Or cover his ears, refuse to negotiate, and risk bumbling his way into the first default in our nation's history.
Experts warn the government could hit the debt limit as early as June. Without a deal, the economy could be thrown into chaos, and even getting close to the deadline could have negative effects. When that happened in 2011, it caused the credit rating of the U.S. to be downgraded for the first time in history. Drew Petromol, NBC News, Washington.
Hoping it doesn't come to that. A battle being held over a book in the Lapeer District Library could come to a decision tonight. Lapeer County Prosecutor John Miller is demanding that the book Gender Queer, a memoir, be removed from bookshelves, while the library director is vowing to keep it. The book is an LGBTQ graphic novel, and Miller says that it borders on child pornography. No decision was made at last month's meeting, but that could all change at tonight's meeting at the library at 5:30. So to come, after 40 years of dedication to Detroit schools, this educator left her mark, how the city is honoring her after she's passed away. Plus, county to county, Oklahoma was turned upside down from severe weather that hit overnight.